Dear all, most welcome to my statistics class. This is Muhammad Ashraful Azim, lecturer in statistics, Rajagopura Model College English version. My dear students, today I am going to deliver the second lecture on measures of central tendency, which is the third chapter of statistics first paper. This is especially for the students of class 11. My dear students, in the last class we have discussed about the central tendency, different types of measures of central tendency, and we understood that there are 5 types of measures of central tendency, which are arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median, and mode. Today we are going to discuss about the merits and demerits of these types of measures of central tendency. So first of all, this is arithmetic mean. What are the merits and demerits of arithmetic mean? Firstly, merits of arithmetic mean. It is rigidly defined and easy to calculate. It is easy to understand and easy for algebraic treatment. It takes all the observations into account. It is less affected by sampling fluctuations. There are more merits of arithmetic mean. These are very most important merits. So the important merits are mentioned here. Later on, the demerits of arithmetic mean. It is affected by extreme values. It is impossible to calculate if the extreme classes of the frequency distribution are open, and the values of the arithmetic mean may not occur in the same series. So these are the important mentionable merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. Then geometric mean. So the merits of geometric mean are: it is rigidly defined and easy to calculate. It gives comparatively more weight to small observations. It takes all the observations into account, and it is affected by sampling fluctuations. And the demerits of geometric mean are: it is impossible to calculate if the extreme classes of the frequency distribution are open. It is difficult to understand and calculate for a student with less mathematical knowledge. That is, those who are weak in mathematics, those who have not mathematical knowledge vastly, in that moment it is not easy to understand the geometric mean, and for that students it is quite critical or difficult to calculate. Then the values of the geometric mean may not occur in the series. Then the harmonic mean. The merits of harmonic mean is that it is rigidly defined. It takes all observations into account. It is not much affected by extremely large values and gives more weight to small values. And the demerits of harmonic mean is that it is not easy to understand and difficult to calculate. The value of the harmonic mean may not occur in the series. It is impossible to calculate if the extreme classes of the frequency distribution are open. So there are three types of mean: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. We have discussed about the merits, demerits of arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. There are two another measures of central tendency, which are median and mode. Now let's see the merits of median. Median is rigidly defined. It is easy to understand and easy to calculate. It is not at all affected by extreme values. It can be calculated from frequency distribution with open-end classes. Then the demerits of median, which is in case of even number of observation, median can't be defined exactly. It is not based on all observations. It is not easy for algebraic treatment. It is affected much by sampling fluctuations. Later mode. Now, merits of mode. Mode is easy to understand and easy to calculate. It is not at all affected by extreme values. It can be calculated from frequency distribution with open class. In case of quantitative data, qualitative data, it can be used. It is also calculated from graphically. And the demerits of modes are mode is not clearly defined in case of bimodal or multimodal distribution. It is not based on all observations. It is difficult for algebraic treatment. It is affected by sampling fluctuations and it is often ill-defined. So we have discussed about the merits and demerits of measures of central tendency. 5 measures of central tendency: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median, and mode. Now we'll compare these 5 measures and we'll be able to know which measure is the best measure and why. After comparing these 5 measures, we understood that actually geometric arithmetic mean be the best measures of central tendency. Now, to become the best measures of central tendency, first we have to what are the requisites of a good measures of central tendency. Now we are going to compare these 5 measures of central tendency. So the headline is comparison among the different measures of central tendency. The following are the essential requisites of a good measure of central tendency. These are: number one, it must be rigidly defined. It must be easy to understand and easy to calculate. It is not affected by extreme values. It takes all observations into account. It will not be affected much by sampling fluctuations. It will be easy for algebraic treatment. So these are the uh, criterion to become a best measures of central tendency. And after comparing all the measures, we see that in arithmetic mean we get nearly all requisitions, all important criterions in arithmetic mean. So here arithmetic mean is the best measures of central tendency because it is rigidly defined, it is easy to understand and calculate, it takes all observation into accounts, it is not affected by sampling fluctuations, algebraic treatment can be applied, it is affected by extreme values. But if if we know if we know the observations and total number of observations, then only we can find arithmetic mean. The algebraic sum of the deviation of all observation from arithmetic mean is always 0. The sum of all the series of the deviations of a set of observation observed is minimum. When the deviations are taken about the arithmetic mean is also used in time series analysis, index number, different probability distribution, and sampling. For the above stated properties, finally, we can say that arithmetic mean is highly used in higher statistics, so arithmetic mean is the best measure of central tendency. So, dear students, today's topic is the merits and demerits of different types of measures of central tendency. And after analyzing and understanding the merits and demerits, we can compare that and we can decide that which measures is best measures of central tendency. And finally, we understood that yes, arithmetic mean is the best measures of central tendency. So, dear students, no more today. In the next class, we'll explain the different important characteristics of arithmetic mean. And thank you very much. No more today.